Germany used to be Europe's strongest economy, but now it's in serious trouble. What went so wrong? In this video, we're breaking down the full story behind Germany's recent economic crisis, from energy shocks and rising prices to factory closures and job losses. This video explains why Germany's economy is struggling, how it all started, and what could happen next. Stay with us, because the real reasons are deeper and more shocking than you might think. Germany was once the star of Europe. For years, Germany had one of the strongest economies in the world. It was known for high-quality exports like cars, BMW, Mercedes, machines, and tools. Small businesses called the Mittelstand, skilled family-run companies that made excellent products. Cheap energy from Russia, especially gas to run factories. Smart budgeting. Germany avoided big debts and kept spending low. Everything seemed to be working perfectly. Until it wasn't. The big shock. War in Ukraine and energy crisis. In 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine, and that changed everything. Germany had been buying a lot of gas from Russia through pipelines, but during the war, Russia cut off gas supplies. Then the pipelines were damaged. Gas prices skyrocketed, up to 3 or 4 times higher. German homes and factories were hit hard. Big factories like BASF, a chemical giant, and steel makers couldn't afford energy costs. Some started closing plants or moving operations to cheaper countries like the US. This was the first big blow. Prices went up, and so did interest rates. After the energy crisis came inflation. Prices for food, fuel, and electricity shot up. To fight this, the European Central Bank raised interest rates, which means loans got more expensive. House buying slowed down. Businesses stopped investing. People spent less. The economy started shrinking. In fact, Germany entered a recession, meaning the economy was getting smaller, not growing. Hidden weaknesses started showing. Even before 2022, Germany had long-term problems that people ignored. 1. Old infrastructure. Roads, trains, and internet systems were outdated. 2. Aging population. More people were retiring than entering the workforce. 3. Too much red tape. Businesses faced too many rules and slow paperwork. 4. Behind in tech. Germany didn't invest enough in modern tech like AI or big online platforms. 5. Too dependent on China. A lot of German companies rely on selling to China, but China's economy also slowed down. When these problems mixed with the war and inflation, the damage got worse. Germany is famous for its strong factories and manufacturing, but now, big companies are leaving or building factories in other countries. Energy in the US is cheaper. The US gives huge subsidies, government support, for green technology. German businesses say it's getting too hard to operate at home. Some people are now saying, is Germany deindustrializing? That means losing the factories and industries that made it rich in the first place. Why did this happen? Let's break it down simply. Mistake 1. Over-reliance on Russia and China. Germany thought cheap gas from Russia and strong sales to China would never stop. But war and global changes proved that wrong. Mistake 2. Shutting down nuclear too early. Germany shut down its last nuclear power plants in 2023, right when it needed them most. They wanted to go green with wind and solar, but those don't always provide steady power. So to keep the lights on, Germany had to go back to burning coal, even though it was trying to fight climate change. Mistake 3. Too cautious with money. Germany has a law called the debt brake. It limits how much the government can borrow or spend. So while the US spent a lot to support businesses and green energy, Germany couldn't do the same. Even when it needed to help people and boost the economy, Germany's hands were tied. Confidence collapses. By 2023-2024, things got worse. 2 quarters of negative growth equals recession. Businesses lost confidence. Young people started worrying about jobs. Public anger grew, protests, strikes, and frustration with politicians. The media started calling Germany the sick man of Europe again, a phrase first used in the early 2000s when Germany faced high unemployment. Can Germany bounce back? Germany has started making changes. A 200 billion energy relief fund was launched to help families and businesses. The government is investing in green energy, AI, and new tech. There are new plans to bring in skilled workers from other countries to fix labor shortages, but recovery won't be easy. Germany needs to modernize faster, cut down on red tape, stop relying too much on a few countries, create new industries, not just protect old ones. This is a turning point.